are in place to pay us in 2 installments, where we will be paid 3 months out of the total 6 months on us, and probably wait for over a time for the remaining amount, which we are not even sure of. Prior to the press conference, the Honorable Minister of Health was petitioned alongside the Ministry of Finance, the Director General of Ghana Health Service, the HR of MOH, as well as the all regional ministers across the country. The petition requested the government decision to reduce our service allowance should be reversed, of which they have failed to respond to within the 1-week ultimatum given. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019-2020 year group of rotation nurses and midwives started the mandatory service in April 2019. The national service posting are done randomly without consideration of your location or preference. Service personnel are therefore posted to various hospitals within the country. These personnel face challenges which includes accommodation, paying of utility bills, feeding and transportation to workplaces, and many others. Our media friends, with these challenges enumerated above and many others, the government has refused to pay us our service allowance after we have worked for 6 complete months and now ending the 7th month. Coupled with the delay in the release of financial clearance of the 2019-2020 batch of rotation nurses and midwives, several follow-ups have been made both to the Ministry of Health as well as the Ministry of Finance. In a recent meeting held on the 14th of October 2019 at the MOH Conference Hall, attended by the Ministry of Health Human Resource Manager, Secretary to the HR, the Deputy HR, PRO of MOH, and the IPPD Director, among other executives. It was confirmed that the document in circulation, which was claimed to be our financial clearance, stands as such. In the said document, amounts allocated to each personnel per month has not been stipulated, which calls for worry. Meanwhile, the 2019 single span salary structure clearly states the amount that the health interns is entitled to. Salaries are supposed to be increased, not reduced. Hence, we do not expect a downward display in our service allowance at a point where the cost of living is unbearable. The question we are asking now, why has the review in the single span salary structure only affected diploma health interns? When was the review done? And where is the reviewed document? Don't rotation nurses and midwives deserve better than what we are going through? As if the hardship caused us is not enough, we were told that despite the delay in paying us our service allowances and the untold hardship this has brought upon us, all the intention of the Ministry of Health is to pay us 2 installments, 3 months at a time, instead of the total of 6 months arrears, which we think is still a deliberate attempt to punish us. Friends from the media, we the coalition of rotation nurses and midwives who are victims of this unfortunate incident are calling on government and all stakeholders to, with an immediate effect, ensure that the rightful amount for health interns, diploma nurses and midwives per the 2019 single span salary structure should be paid us, and not the said amount which was claimed to be based on the new salary scale of AH1, which legally does not exist anywhere. All arrears owners should be paid in full rather than paying in installments. Our dedication to duty from day one has been in full. We never worked in installments, hence demand full payments. Yes. Measures should be put in place by the members of health, by the Ministry of Health, to prevent the reoccurrence of such unfortunate situation in the near future. Yes. Financial clearance should always be released before posting of health intends. Yes. It was also stated that the Controller and Accountant General Department has closed their portal for new entries. Hence, the reason for our data unable to be captured solely for onward biometric verification. Meanwhile, it was evident at the time of the meeting that biometric verification exercise was ongoing in some parts of the regions. This makes us to believe that the government is intentionally punishing us. Yes. We therefore call on the government to ensure that the ministry works as fast as possible to meet our demand and stop punishing us with emotions. The biometric process should commence immediately to ensure timely payment of our allowance. We always believe in using non-violence means and dialogue to address our concerns, but failure to listen to and to act on this above sentiment within a period of 1 week ultimatum will lead us with no option than to speak in the language that the government understands better. The press, ladies and gentlemen, we want to use this medium to thank the leadership of the Union of Professional Nurses and Midwives, Ghana, for their active involvement in the fight to get our problems solved, while reminding the Ghana Registered General Nurses and Midwives, GRNMA, leadership that we, the younger ones in the profession, are disappointed in them over their continuous slumber in this trying moment. Friends of the media, we wish to as well use this platform to register our displeasure towards the government for intimidating, harassing, and even to the extent of arresting the leadership of Union of Unemployed Nurses and Midwives, a union which is in existence because the government has failed to perform its core duty of employing them. Also, we want to remind the government that we shall be finishing our mandatory national service in April next year and will not like to go through this kind of process before being posted. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, we wish to appeal to all victims of this unfortunate situation to exercise constraints as we make our legitimate demands from government. We shall ensure that all interests of members, so far as this matter is concerned, is fully protected. We hope that this speech shall be given the necessary attention it deserves. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we thank you for coming and we appreciate your kind attention.
I am school. I so my pussy. I wait for my service. I am mandatory. At the end, say a year for 7 good months. You need one city cry. Now the end, say I was say 7 months. But almost say it's not person who take in installments. Medical training 3 months. And some of the following month, you must have 3 months. What about to say big currency will be the other. Now, answer as I know many are I was say the clearance never. Clearance no. Nancy now you say security. But the thing say I was say amount I was some of the mine or more captain of clearance. BBA say the toss will be say I was so much by 12L. 2019 budget na capture our single sponsor structure no but you see I'm so ma revise no you need baby am koye sa de no you know mu share ministry of health tell my document I check but moment man for bibia sa no am pese you see o matwam am so am my H1 you need baby sa de no enti no asema na ye kan say ye bre de bia this a call man mo wa ko discuss all the ko aduma abro so say no onye de ahodi no obe ye aduma nti wo kwa na amọ nkomo aha ti entima nko adwuma da kopeto anso a ne in charges omo ne enjago ti se ya asema ya ka cha ban se yesre na ohu rotationers ko mo na ade adwuma ya ye no o metua ya ka na isi ya proper